What a fantastic and beautiful day to be in this great neighborhood. And for a momentous occasion, I want to thank all of our fantastic neighborhood leaders for being here, citizen leaders, and of course foremost among them, our friend Tige Watts. This has been a long time coming. And I want to thank our leaders in our Parks and Recreation Department for what will be a fantastic new 3,000 square foot community center in the heart of a great neighborhood, open meeting space, accessible restrooms, office space, a kitchen, storage, a semi-private classroom area for our children who engage in so many different activities in this great space, and a deck overlooking this beautiful pond and sylvan environment that we enjoy here. We recently partnered with the United States Conference of Mayors in an effort to establish the ambitious goal that all Americans and all residents of Columbia should live within a 10-minute walk of a high-quality park or green space, recognizing the benefits that brings to someone's total quality of life. And we're excited that this community will be in close proximity to a fantastic new park with features that will make it a fantastic place to visit and congregate. From exercise to play and educational opportunities, our parks are a way for us to stay connected with each other, a way that brings down barriers amongst our neighbors. One of our great goals of our 2036 vision statement, our long-term vision as where we want Columbia to be in 20 years, is to enhance our neighborhoods. And we know this is a very important and key component in making that a reality. So thank you to the residents of this great neighborhood for your input and for your patience in making sure that this was not just done fast, but done right. We believe that you'll be happy with a significant product that's going to enhance this neighborhood and this part of Columbia for many years to come. Thank you to our incredible staff for their leadership in seeing this project through, and to Councilman Rickenmann and Duval and Mr. McDowell, Mr. Davis, Ms. Devine, and Mr. Bedora. Unanimously, this council has moved forward in trying to make this a reality. And once again, I think it's robbery not to thank Tige Watts for his constant leadership on this issue. It's a big deal, and we're excited. Thank you on behalf of not just the people at City Council, but our fantastic staff at Parks and Recreation that Randy leads so ably. We're excited about getting this done together. God bless you. It's my pleasure to introduce the Councilman from District 4, Councilman Daniel J. Rickenmann.
Good morning, everybody. It's exciting to be here. As you know, parks and clubhouses in our neighborhood are the heartbeat and the soul of our neighborhood, and especially this one. This one has a special place for me because in 2004, after being elected to City Council, this was the first building that I was a part of the meeting. I was a council member, and we had our first meeting here in Brandon Acres in a packed house. And it was not only a great day for me and my family, but a great day to get to know the neighborhood here. And it's very exciting that we're here today to start the groundbreaking that we all been waiting on so long, and I thank the neighborhood for their patience. I know it's been long coming. This is only the first phase, and I think the clubhouse and where we're headed is putting us in the right path forward. We'll continue to move forward so that phase 2, when we can get to the splash pads and the new playground equipment and everything else, we'll have reached our goal, and we'll continue to fight hard to get those things done and not have to wait as long as we did for this moment. But once again, thank you, Tige, and the rest of the neighborhood for working with us and believing in us and helping us get here today, because this will be a reflection of this neighborhood. I'm very excited to be here today. Thank you very much.
Just wanted to just take a few minutes and thank each of you personally. I'm Tige Watts, president of the Brandon Acres Cedar Terrace neighborhood. Also enjoyed the title of president of Columbia Council of Neighborhoods most days until meeting days, and then I don't necessarily enjoy it as much, but no, just here. But I do want to thank all of you for being here. I definitely want to thank our city council members and our mayor, Steve Benjamin. Without you accepting our constant phone calls, our constant harassing notes, our constant qualms and our constant questions, I want to thank you for your constant commitment to this neighborhood. So thank you, thank you, and thank you. From Steve Benjamin to Howard Duvall to Tamika Devine to Daniel Rickenmann to Sam Davis to Ed McDowell and even Mo Bedora. They have been great friends of this neighborhood, and I can't thank them enough for their appreciation. This process actually started close to 6 years ago, just like it was an important meeting for Daniel back in 2004 when he started his first council foray, and he testified that it was a pretty packed house. At that 2011 meeting, it was a pretty packed house too. But it was at that 2011 meeting where the first process began. And that's why Daniel being here is very important to me, because he was actually the one that made the motion that started the process of taking the steps to look at replacing this building. And from there, it went to our Parks Department, which was at the time led by Jeff Caton, and now it's been taken to even better levels with Mr. Randy Davis. I want to thank everybody with the Parks Department. And in particular, I want to thank Ms. Dolores Sally. She has really been the heart of this building for so many years. She is one of those unsung heroes here, not only in our neighborhood, but also in our community. From the work that she does with children after school, to the work that she does keeping us all calm while we're organizing these special neighborhood events. I can't thank her enough, and I want to really shine the light on her, because if it hadn't been for her showing what can be done in this park building, we would not have taken it to the next level with our new park building. So thank you, Dolores. And also, I just want to put a note into Randy's ear. Please, when this building is done, send her back here. We want her. Lastly, well, not lastly, but close to lastly, I want to thank our neighbors. This building that will be coming and this process would not have happened without you. Sometimes we kind of get in our own heads and we just kind of do the process of neighborhood stuff. But this was a different project. This required us standing out and stepping out on our own and being insistent. So from the vice president of this neighborhood, Ms. Sandy Latham, to longtime neighbors like Claudia Malden, Lib Smith, and most importantly, Mr. Fred Bolenbach, because he was definitely the call master in getting this process done. I thank you for your involvement, and thank you for caring about this neighborhood. And last, but certainly not least, especially in my life, I want to thank not only my best friend, but my husband, Nigel Mahaffey. Nigel is the calm to my crazy, and sometimes he's the crazy to my calm. But in the end, a lot of times he shows me what's right and what's wrong, and gives me another perspective I hadn't thought of. So I want to thank him in particular. Finally, this has not been an easy process. This has not been a quick process, but we wanted to make sure that it was a good process and we produce a good quality product. And that we are so looking forward to that with this new building, because this park is not only the center of our center of this neighborhood, but it's the heart of our neighborhood, and is going to produce great things for generations to come. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for working with us, and thank you for taking us into the future.